he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And now Bruce Arians with a play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Quick pass out to Miller. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
22 yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Marcus.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Brady. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
50-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Hunt. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 3, Jets nothing.
run with Hunt on second down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, he'll drop to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Running on first down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Airing it out deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Vincent Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Brady's pass.
Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
41.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A quick throw by Brady complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Pick up on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
going to try and throw on third down. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 13. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
At the 45-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 44, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
First down. One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards the pick up there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Now Brady again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third and short.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Scotty Miller. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal at the 9-yard line.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
To number 13.
Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers or counter.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Leonard Fournette, the ball
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 29. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Scotty Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run again with Hunt. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 23, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Over the middle to Evans. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
1-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 49, guys. Mike, 49. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it's going to be second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no point. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Scotty Miller.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. To Evans on the slant. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run for it with Fournette. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Davis. A gain of a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Brady going to throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Brady. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
For Mike Evans. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Today's final score.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense.